heat on the front already, and then what are sponsorships at? The brand deals. Nah, I love it.
That is dope.
All right, so we're live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube land? What's up, everybody on IG checking in? What's good? What's good? We got a dope show tonight. Good topics. Hope you guys stay around, tune in for every topic, give your feedback. Before we start the show, we had to do what we normally would do. So if y'all see me adjusting my hat, it's because it's tight. And this is an 8, and I'm just so embarrassed. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, Shay, you ready?
I'm ready, ma'am. Let's get into it.
All right, so YouTube. Hey, everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. No, not our YouTube channel. It's podcast, right? Oh my God, I forgot how we start the podcast.
You be doing,
go ahead,
rewind.
Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. Okay, I got it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters. This is
Brains and Beauty times
2.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm MYAMMEE. And today, you guys, we are going to have a great show. As always, nothing new, nothing, always good.
Always a little razzle dazzle.
Just a little, just a little razzle. We want to welcome all the podcasters all over the world. We want to welcome YouTube in the building, IG in the building, Facebookers be in the building.
Yes.
And everybody. So welcome. Today is July 1st. I still cannot believe it's a month, half of the year is gone by.
Month 7.
Behind us. Can you believe that?
Month 7. It's crazy. 2020 been
flying.
Wow. It's just been wild. It's crazy.
Yeah, 2020 got its own history for the books. Like it has really made history books.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to just jump out and just say, if you guys are listening to the podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the podcast, comment about the podcast, no matter what platform that it's on. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeartradio, Google Play.
There you go.
Everywhere. Really. We everywhere. So find us, Brains and Beauty ×2. Everywhere on your favorite podcast listening station. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start with first is July 1st. I can't believe
it's July 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all let us know. Y'all let us know what's going on, what's going down, what's the deal, how y'all feeling out here, what's been going on. Again, COVID ain't gone nowhere. It's still alive and well and kicking. We still doing the Black Lives Matter movement. So y'all just let us know how y'all are feeling out there, what's been going on, anything new. We want to kind of make sure that we're checking in with y'all week to week and just making sure that y'all are good. And then also letting y'all know how we're doing.
Yeah. Start off with you, Shay. What's been going on since the last time we?
I mean, same old. I'm trying to keep a routine. I'm not trying to fall out of a routine. There are some bad routines that I still am trying to make sure that I break. But just making sure that I'm working, making sure that when I'm home, I'm being productive. Just trying to keep it moving. Yeah. Really, just trying to do what I can do right here in COVID times. Trying to do what I can do. So I can't complain about nothing. Honestly, I truly can't complain about anything. I can't complain about nothing because I still have my job. A lot of people do not have that. So I can't complain. I really can't complain. I'm still blessed regardless.
Right.
What's going on with you, boo?
It's July or whatever. Half of the year is gone. So I kind of look, because I'm an entrepreneur. real estate contracts, I kind of look forward to January 1st. Like my mind right now is kind of focused on January already. Sometimes I hate that I have to fast forward myself all the time. But I have to do that because, like I said, we have 6 months left. So business wise, I'm looking forward to making sure the first half of the year next year is good and just easy breezy, while the rest of this year just plays out. But yeah, and I think COVID is coming into play, but I don't know how the rest of the year is going to look like.
I don't either at all.
I mean, I know we're going to continue having our mask on. I know we're going to continue having social distancing. Like I can see things still being okay with living like that and going to work like that. Like for me, going to open houses and showing homes, having our mask on, having our gloves, our sanitizer, like that type of stuff. But I just don't know about everything else. Like I really don't know how it's going to be. Like I don't know when it's going to end. So I've been thinking about that. But other than that, overall, I'm good. I'm blessed. We are starting this new prayer journal tonight. We have a 30-day. Excited about that. So this 30-day routine that we're about to get into, this daily, I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to spend the next 30 days and do this thing the right way, get closer to God. I want to hear from Him right now. Like, it's a lot going on, so I want to hear from Him. And that's my goal for the month is to get some revelation on some stuff and get myself prepared for the next wave chapter of my life.
Okay.
So other than that, I'm good. I'm eating good, child, looking good. You feel me? Inside and outside.
Amen.
You know, so I can't complain about that. And just thinking about other things in life. I've been thinking about a lot lately. So
yeah. I mean, I think I don't like to say that, anyone that, God did this for a reason, but I'd like to think that we're this time needs to be spent for people to truly like take an inner look at their self and kind of what's going on in their own lives and maybe redirect the direction of their life. I mean, I just feel like this time is, of course, nobody wants to pass and I don't want anybody to get sick and all other kind of stuff, but I definitely think this is the time that it was almost like it was time for the world to like slow down a little bit and like start really reevaluating things. And that includes our own personal lives. So, and I don't think that it's a coincidence that now that we have slowed down some, that we are taking certain things and certain issues more seriously than we ever have, because it's not like racism and all that kind of stuff just happened. We've been dealing with this. I just think that there's more light shined on it now that we have more time. I think that we're taking things more serious than we ever have. Right. And I really think that, this is the time to just maybe just do some more self-reflecting and make sure
that's what
that
it's
people
about.
are
And
redirecting.
And revisiting these goals. Girl, I'm like, okay, I see the career goals. I see the project goals. There's some other goals that I need to get on my list, like family and creating my family and dating. Like that has to be on my list. If it's not on my, not to say I'm putting it on like I don't know if I can hear myself on your end. I can hear me.
Can you hear me? You're on one.
Okay. Just make sure it's low over there.
Okay. I lowered it more. Can you hear it?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
And it's probably it's probably gonna sound, I hope it's not echoing over there. But okay, great. I don't hear it. But yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, my goals entirely. As a human, as a being, as a woman, you know what I mean? So there's some goals on my list that I want, and I have to be able to have that. I start going after those things too. So not just career. So I don't want to wake up one day and I'm 60 years old and I realize my head has been down in career. And forgot about making time for
Yeah.
life and love and family. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So
Amen.
that's what I'm kind of been. I've really been thinking about that, which is kind of strange for me to think about that. But I know everything happens for a reason, and it's just time for me to consider that more. Because if not, child. But anyway, moving on. Moving on for the first topic for the night, we're going to jump into BET Awards. Did you guys watch the awards? Did you enjoy the awards? How do you feel about the awards? And I guess you want to start?
I will start. I will start.
Okay.
I think that the BET Awards this year, I was very shocked. I was trying to figure out how they were going to do this, how they were going to how they were going to make it entertaining with no with no like audience interaction. There's no
Yeah.
live audience. There's none of that. Like, how was this going to be? And I would almost say this is the first one that I've ever watched that I actually enjoyed every single performance.
Okay.
Even if I wasn't aware of the song, even if I wasn't, if I had never heard the song before, I'm not really familiar like that with the artist. I can honestly say I enjoyed every single, like every visual. I like production. I
Okay.
love when people put a production on
So who was
and
your
a
number one
show.
then? Your top three?
Oh God, top three. Ugh. Oh, I don't know who's top three. Um. Okay, I'll just name who comes to mind.
Okay. That's
Um.
fine. That's fair.
I
Get out.
loved John. I loved John Legend and the sing the singers
Oh my God, I can't hear. Hold on.
behind him.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
A
Shoot.
big crier.
Come on, thing. Hold on. Because I can't hear you. Hold on. Okay, there you wait.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You was I know I look terrible over there because I see one bar. Come
Sorry,
on,
guys. It's
Wi-Fi.
like
Don't do me
it's
like
thundering
this.
and lightning over here in South Florida right now. And
My
it just
Wi-Fi
was
is trash right now.
it was thundering and lightning on my side, and now it's on her side. So she's getting it's messing with her Wi-Fi connection. So give
Okay.
us a second. Double hoops. You know we love our hoops. This poet, he cool. What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming back. Jacqueline 7830. What's up? Frederick McCoy. Let's go and see who else is checking in. Will
Yeah, let me
Rod
get this together.
UC. That fat bustle boy. I think that's how you say it. I hope I said
Teddy
it
Riley
correct.
Wi-Fi.
Creative Vibes Massage.
Yes.
What's up,
Tony
Mr. E
Cole. Yes.
Downs?
Okay, I
Trill
think
Talk
I'm back. I
TV.
thought I was back.
Tony Cole. What's up? What's up, y'all?
It's going in and
Okay,
out.
we back.
I think so.
Okay,
It's going in and out.
let's try to keep going.
I probably look terrible, but
No, you're good. You're good right now.
over there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes in and out, child. You know how this thing works.
Yeah, I got that. I'm Teddy Riley right now. It say your frozen Metro PCS is a mess. Hush, Mr. Conweezy. I know that's
my
you.
God. He tried it. He so tried it.
It probably is though. Okay, anyway, moving on.
So let's see. John Legend, Jennifer Hudson, just because she absolutely can sing her behind off. And oh my God, why can't I think of their name? They're two brothers, Sir and
yeah, Sir and his brother.
And his brother, and he brought out his mom.
Yeah.
That was so
I love
beautiful.
That performance.
Oh God, it was so good. It was
I
so
love
good.
That performance.
And my husband has been trying to put me onto them for a minute.
Long time.
So when they came on screen, he was like, "Don't be bopping. I've been telling you about them forever." And I'm like, I'm not really like big on like listening to different artists and stuff like that anymore. So he always is kind of you and him are always introducing me to people that I've never heard of before. So I'm like, okay, like
D Smoke.
this, I really enjoyed everyone's visual, even if it was just them, like Alicia Keys at the pianos, nobody else there, but it's just the visuals were so powerful. So I absolutely
who
loved it.
else had an amazing visual?
Who?
And they gave me throwback Tupac, California. Megan.
Yes.
Megan did a great job. Like,
yeah.
Like, because she hasn't been in the game that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I look
not
at it like
all.
that. Like, like people like John Legend, Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson, like all of these vets, like they've been here, done that. So we have no expectations less than that.
Yeah.
But to see her, a newbie, she really
her
showed
own.
out. She really, she did her thing, and I gotta give it to her. She did her thing. And then it reminded me of Tupac.
I already know I love the costumes and stuff. I love that.
Yeah, I just love the whole production. But yeah, everybody did good. Everybody did good. I liked how towards the end they had Kiera.
Oh, now that was good. That was good. That was, there's nothing else to say but amazing on them.
I was happy to see the gospel part of it, the Christian part of it. It was good for them to end with everybody who was a part of that. So I just I enjoyed it, like the whole production of it, like how people was in their living rooms presenting the awards. They was at their homes, and I'm like,
it was really good.
Y'all did y'all thing.
They did. I didn't feel like we were slighted in any way.
No.
And I really was like trying to figure out how they were gonna do this. So it
really did good. Amanda
it was very entertaining.
I enjoyed her. I enjoyed Amanda. I just enjoyed the whole thing. Like, it was surprising that BET pulled that off, because sometimes when it's regular, they be having issues. So to see them go through it smoothly like this, it was so bomb. So anyway, but moving on to our next topic for tonight, we want to talk about Jada and August Alsina real quick. In a realm of the extremes that you would do to save a marriage or keep a marriage, and also, should guys, boy toys, kiss and tell the women that they are side pieces to, allegedly.
Because normally we get it when we kiss and tell.
It's normal
we get the bad end of the stick.
She knows she's a side piece. Like, I would never understand that, but she knows she's a side chick, and one day she just blurts it out and tell the whole world, right? But when a guy does it, like, is that ratting, or is that considered,
Well, it's never the same when they do stuff. When they do stuff, it's always different. They can sleep with 80 million women, and it's just, it's just in their nature. When it's us, we can't get past 2 or 3, and we hoes. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like it's the same kind of thing. Like, I just feel like, again, it's everyone. It's going to turn into, there's nothing wrong with polygamy, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to have. There's something wrong with wanting to be exclusive. Wanting someone where y'all are going through life and it's just y'all two. I mean, we can commit to work, we can commit to kids, we can commit to all these different things, but God forbid we commit to another human being for our life. We just can't do that.
I'm not down for the swirl.
No. You already know I don't play that kind of stuff.
You don't play that either. I'm not going to
make no sense.
I personally wouldn't go that extreme, but hey, everybody has their own, whatever floats their boat. But for me, I just feel like if we can't get it together, like if it's that, and I can't say because haven't been married, never been close to it. But at the same time, I know what I require and desire, and that would not be part of it. So talking about, you get to have your girl, I get to have my guy. I'm not really open to no open relationship like that, even when I'm dating. Like, that's not even.
I guess my thing is like, how does that even work, honestly? Because
I don't know.
Like if he's on one side of the house doing his thing, she on the other side doing her thing. What are y'all together for? I just
Because
don't.
they're
Like, what
friends
is the
and partners.
purpose?
They're life partners.
Life partners and what?
Meaning they could get over the regular way looking of what a marriage should be. Basically, it's just like roommates forever.
We're roommates. Because that
What?
don't sound like a
No,
life
it's not
partner
just
to
a
me.
roommate. I think it's like, more than a roommate, but roommates forever, friends
It
forever.
just it just sounds like we're married in the
Oh, I never
idea
got
that we
proposed to.
share certain bills, we share certain responsibilities like our children, but if
Yeah,
everything else, pretty much we can kind of do what we want to do as long as we're both cool with it.
basically that's what it means. Um, I'm not even gonna read what's on that screen. But I don't know. I just feel like if that works for them, I know Monique has an open marriage as well. She has discussed that openly to a lot of people. That her marriage is open and she's okay with that because he comes home to her and da 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 da. Again, for me in my house, ain't no open marriage. For me in my dating life, ain't no open marriage. It
Amen.
ain't no open. I mean, ain't no open dating. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I just don't get it. Trill Talk TV says sex and love are separate things.
again,
I
I
would
can't talk on that.
normally agree with you if you were talking about outside of marriage. We're talking about once you decide to be married. Sex and love are supposed to be one and the same. So it's supposed to go one hand in hand. So again, we're always going to desire things as long as we live. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to have them. Doesn't mean that that's how it's supposed to go down. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I want a Maybach. It may not happen that way, but I'm not going to, like, there's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain things, like, it's like because we can't learn to just say or be like, we made a choice, we're going to live with our choice because for the rest of our lives, this is someone that we committed to. This is the person that we say that we're going to go through life with.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a hard thing or a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
But we live with so many other things that we just happen to deal with. Why is that the one thing that we make all these excuses for? And most of it is always surrounded around sex. It has nothing to do with anything else but sex. What is it that your partner is not giving you? That the person you chose to marry, because you didn't have to. Remember, these are choices.
The
We
20%,
all make choices in
it's
life.
always a 20, the 20%.
Is that so?
You know what I mean?
That 20% is what? Is that important that your possible 80 can be affected? Because you're not going to tell me you bring somebody else into your situation and it
Well,
doesn't affect it at all.
this
That's
is me.
not true.
This is me stepping outside of my beliefs and my desires. I'm gonna just step outside of myself right now and answer the question the best way I can. Because
Okay.
if you're out getting a 20%, knowing that your 80% gonna stay anyway, you're just gonna go out and get your 20%. Your 80 ain't going nowhere. So that's different. You got to understand when a couple has an agreement to say, we don't care. We don't care. You don't care. I don't care. We're going to be open with this thing. Just be honest with me. Let me know what's going on. And then we can figure it out. So if you know your 80% going to stay and say, go ahead and do your 20, I'm going to do my 20. We'll meet each other again.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do the 20 no matter what.
Yeah, but how many people who are out here getting their 20 that are still, all of them are still married to that 80?
Yeah, you got to understand. So if you're in an open relationship, the agreement is for you guys to go out and get the 20%. You're not going to go anywhere. You're not going nowhere you already know the 80% ain't going nowhere. It's one thing if you guys don't have an agreement, but if you have you have both agreed to have an open relationship. And I'm just going off of common sense right here because I don't know, because I would never in my life, you know what I mean? And I can say never in life. Some things you can't say it, but this
some things you just know. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would never, I don't know, but I could go off of common sense to say that and I don't know how this will go. But I'm just thinking, if we both have agreed to have an open relationship, whoever that it may be, I believe they basically just go out for the 20%. And whatever person, knowing the 80% is still at home, so they just never go anywhere. It's just like an open roommate, best friend, love, family type of relationship at that point. And they still do their thing when they do, you know. And that's just me going off of common sense, because I don't know. I can only go off of what I can think, or what I think would make sense if I was in that position, even though would never be. But
I guess my question is, what's the purpose of being married? I just don't understand. Like, just date if that's the case. Like, just don't do, like, just date. What is the purpose of being married? If you're going to do all that, what is the purpose? There is no purpose.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no purpose. I just want somebody to tell me what the purpose is. That's all. And that's what I'm not understanding. What is the purpose? So someone said, hold on, let me see. Trill Talk TV again says, someone can fulfill your sexual desires, but not your heart, like your partner. Yeah. Okay. But again, is that not your job to teach or have your significant other learn you so that you can get on the same page when it comes to your sexual desires? I don't know. Yeah, I would think that that's what it is. Well, one, that's why you're not supposed to have sex before marriage anyway, because then you wouldn't know what your sexual desires are. I mean, because that would have been the only person that you would have been with.
Hey, things happen. You feel me? People out here busting it.
But I'm just saying that's the whole purpose of why you're technically not supposed to.
But then sometimes that backfires too, Shay. I've heard some stories. You know, I have to read up on things. Sometimes those who waited, they never had sex before, and they got into a marriage, and they actually got a divorce because the person got so intrigued about learning about other people that they felt like they was missing out, that they never had opportunity to go out and experiment. And they go out and start experiment maybe year 2, 3, and then now you have an issue, and then now that person,
so they held out for the wrong reason,
maybe, or they just got, I don't know, I can't say. But I did read an article about that, about somebody just not waiting.
I mean, I understand how that's possible.
Huh?
I can understand how that's possible, of course. I mean, this world is full of temptation.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, for sure.
If it was,
oh God,
easier, everybody would be doing
right.
So,
hold on. This is so whack. Hold on, let me just click on the screen. Okay, say something.
What's up?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All
so
right.
Brandon, you got some
girl, look at this.
Visit Mr. Kaweezy. You better come to the bedroom with a lot of wigs and different accents to make a brother think he creeping. I know that you was being funny, but at the same time, I mean, how many women do we give y'all in a month? I'm just saying, like, just keep it real. How many? I
can give you a different woman every day.
Thank you. How many women do we transform into
hair-wise, fellas,
hair-wise?
I could be blonde, I could be
wise, clothes curly. Oh, you can get a new woman.
I could be natural, you know.
But it's about communication and letting your man or husband or partner, whatever. When I got married, my husband was on a different wavelength than me when it comes to sexual stuff. I know we don't like to go here because you have to try to keep it PG-13, but like seriously, like we're on a different wavelength. I had to get on his level on certain things, and he had to come down to mine for a certain thing. Like that's just real. But it's about it's about communication. She laughing because she know. It's about communication. You feel me? So I just feel like everything is a lot of the time now is an excuse. It's an excuse to fall into temptation and just do what you want to do and live how you want to live. And again, you have every right to do whatever you want to do, but that don't make it right. And that's all I'm saying.
I'm with you on that.
So
okay, well, that's that. we're gonna move on to COVID-19. How we're feeling? What's the updates going on right now in y'all life? I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one right now. I'm not really feeling Florida right now. I'm not really feeling that Miami is caught up in this Florida thing, and I am very upset about the beach. I am very upset about a lot of things when it comes to shutting things back down in the parks and all of that.
Well, they're only doing it because of July 4th, right? They don't want nobody
Yeah,
out and
they're gonna
about.
see how that goes, and it could be an extension. We really don't know until next week if they're going to extend it more. Like the
I
rate.
think they're testing it right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like it could just go back to a lockdown again. You know what I mean? Like not just for July 4th, but actually extending it too. So I don't know. Like I don't understand. I mean, I understand why rates are going up and stuff like that because more people are getting tested.
Mm-hmm.
Which is I'm an advocate for getting tested. Like I'm all for that. It's just like I just don't know.
I think
I
it would
just
have
don't
made
know.
more
It's like
sense
I
had
guess
they
I'm
have
just trying to
done.
figure out. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out like when is it going to end or tap off? Is it going to tap off when everybody get it and we all have the antibodies? Is it going to tap
I
off?
I think the fact that it hasn't when it first transpired, they didn't make it mandatory for everyone to get tested. It's like you're gonna kind of stay in the same like the cases are gonna keep going up because everybody getting tested the first time. So now that everyone is starting to
Finally.
get tested, finally because it's available to everybody and not just a certain age group or whatever,
Yeah.
of course, then the numbers are going to go up and you're going to see a spike in numbers. So you
Yeah.
can't really get an accurate, in my opinion, you can't really get an accurate count or measure of what's going on until you do something drastic, like say for the next 3 weeks, everybody there's no work, there's no nothing. Everybody has to get tested. You have to maybe document it on this or whatever, so that that we know that everybody that you've gotten tested until we give you the okay to go about your business and go back to work, and we think that you're fine, blah 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 blah, whatever. Until you do that, I don't understand what's going to happen unless all we're doing is just waiting for a vaccine.
And I just saw some numbers the other day. It was like $1,300 for something. I'm like, and that was with insurance. I'm like, what in the world is that? So
Exactly.
yeah, so just trying to see how that's gonna grow for me. It's just like the updates on that is like it's coming in every week. It feels like we may have to talk about this every week until who knows. Um, it's just like I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping, and praying that everybody is safe. I know I've heard a few people pass away, their aunts and their uncles and their dads, and it is sad because I think sometimes we do feel like, oh, we just go ahead and quarantine and we'll be good. I think people just forget that everybody's body is
It's
different,
yes,
right?
yes,
Everybody's body take on um react to anything differently. It doesn't
differently.
matter. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think the more we are careful and the more we are protecting ourselves and the best that we can, um, you know what I mean? Just try to take care of ourselves. It's just so weird because this thing is not like something that you can control um easily. Like you could just be out and walk into a cloud of particles, or you forgot to wipe that part of your phone, you end up touching it, and you end up touching your face, and then you end up putting it in your eye, and it's in your nose, and then it's in your mouth. You know what I mean? Or you want to eat some chips, and boom, you're done. You know what I mean? So it's just,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know it's so because it's just I feel like it's just so unknown, and again, you
yeah.
don't know how it's gonna affect you.
And then
And
too, they was talking about how it's being found in semen, which means it's being found in body fluids, which
it's
means
just
it is becoming a sexual transmitted
the wait
disease.
until
You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
okay, you came back in. Yeah, you went away for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is going out and in. But yeah, so it's becoming um a sexually transmitted disease if it's shown in semen and it's shown in body fluids. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you kiss somebody, you already know what's up. I don't know how the oral sex part goes I don't know if somebody has COVID. Well, I don't know how far it can travel if it's oral sex, especially when it's receiving as a female. You know what I mean? So it just makes you think that now is being transferred over, not being stated as an official STD.
Yeah,
but it could be. And that's a thing that the CDC is being quiet about when these private organizations are doing these tests, and they're finding out that yes, it is. We find it in semen, we find it in body fluids. So to see our CDC not stepping up with that, it just makes me a little concerned because I'm like, so y'all just waiting.
I think that's exactly what they're doing.
I don't want to put out those things of, hey, you guys, it is becoming sexually transmitted. You may want to protect yourselves, just like you should be protecting yourselves from HIV anyway, or from any other STD, about knowing your status. But it's just like, I don't think they're doing enough. I know it's new, but this is the time to really.
Okay, hold on. One second. We went out again.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Sorry guys, it's the weather. The weather is not acting right today. It's messing with the Wi-Fi. Okay, go ahead. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I don't know how much got caught or cut off, but
I'm praying for everybody because seriously, I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the end all to this is supposed to be. But I honestly think they're just waiting on a vaccine. I think they're doing the best that they can or what they think they should do until some kind of vaccine is there, because I really don't think that they know what the proper thing is to do. They're trying anything at this point, and that's including, shutting down beaches and making sure we don't gather. So, 4th of July, oh yeah, shut down parks, shut down this, shut down beaches, all of that stuff. Like, I went to the beach on Sunday, and it wasn't a lot of people out there. Yeah, it wasn't as much as normal as you normally would have seen on a Sunday, but it was a lot of people. There were a lot of pockets, though. There were a lot of people more so separated than you would normally see at a beach. There weren't a whole bunch of cops and all that stuff, doing that. So we were further away from people where we were in our own area. I didn't feel like anybody was on top of me, breathing on me, any of that. The restaurants were keeping to the 6 feet and people having to wear their masks and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think that I think that we're starting to do what we think we can do until there's some kind of end to this. And I think they're just waiting on the vaccine, honestly.
Yeah. I got tomorrow and Friday to get out there to that beach because I doubt if I go after that until things get way better. Like, I'm going to try to give myself.
I'm going to go if it's on a boat.
Huh? Wait, I can't hear you. Doggone it. Okay, let's see if it's You're froze.
My earrings are the same exact size every week. Do not do that. Okay, I like my big earrings. Don't do that. Tell me my earrings get bigger.
Mine way smaller. Mine way smaller than Shay. Shay got the extreme.
Yeah, I can put mine. Wait, hold on. Let me see. There you go. Plenty of room.
Yeah, no. That's all you get.
I know you can't put your hand through there.
No, man.
My whole hand.
I got big hands anyway. Big hands. But yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna try to get my butt out there to the beach and be on the next thing we want to talk about tonight, you guys, is will sports be a distraction?
Okay, so now that let's see, the NBA starts July 31st, I think.
It's supposedly, but I think they're gonna push it back.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna push it back. And the crazy thing is with the NBA, it's like they selecting a certain amount of teams, and I'm like, how y'all just selecting out of all the teams? You want to select like
I don't understand how that's
Just wait.
supposed to work.
I just understand why they just can't wait one little year. Just wait till next season.
Girl.
Let's get through this year. Have these athletes safe. Don't put them at risk. And
they're trying to get that money. They're not trying to miss out on that money.
No.
They're not trying to miss out on that money. The only thing that would make you rush, hurry up and rush through a global pandemic, so for people to watch a sports game is money. That's the only reason. There's no other reason for that. Yeah. Because you can go a year. We'll live. We'll be all right. We'll survive.
Yeah, I just think they don't understand that. They're not understanding that. And that's the terrible thing, because they want them to wear this little detection ring. And I'm like, I hope nobody opt out on that. Like, I want nobody to wear that detection ring, because I don't know what's on that ring. I don't know if it's a tracking device. I don't know if it's a microphone. I don't know what it can be, but they need not to wear it. It's some little ring they have to wear. And they said it's supposed to detect COVID 3 days earlier. And I don't know what that means.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Again, of course,
it looks like a wedding ring too. It looks like a wedding ring, and it's thick and it's silver. And it has stuff on the inside, so it looks like.
So do you think that it'll be a distraction from the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yes, it's a distraction on a lot of stuff. Black Lives Matter, a distraction on what's going on with these kids, a distraction on COVID-19, a distraction on these men's health. They know our athletes, especially our Black athletes, have a big voice, a big platform. Why would you want to put them in a harm? Like, unless you're trying to, I mean, that's just how I am. Unless you're trying to do something and put our top, and then this is why I think like this, because you're putting the top teams, the biggest teams, athletes playing. Yeah. You're not putting the other little teams, the little guys, you know what I mean? That's cool. That's still kind of whatever. You're putting the top athletes, the top guys in the NBA are going to be playing in this arena. Who knows what's going to be in the air? We don't know what's going to be, what's in their water. They don't know nothing. Like my thing is just don't do it, because right now we don't need any Tuskegee type of situations happening. And I feel like if they want to hit the Black community, they could hit us right there with our athletes. You know what I mean? Like, what if they wake up the next day and they done, not only got COVID, they got something else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't want them to go in that facility. Like, I don't trust it. It is just too early. Just take off a year. Take off one little season. I know it has never been done in the history of seasons, but this is like a different year. Like, this is 2020. It's okay to take off a season.
Yeah, I just think it's just best for multiple reasons that they not continue the season. Like, just sit out a year and just make sure that everyone still has their jobs. I think that everyone should still be able to keep their job or whatever, that there's no, a whole bunch of moving and getting rid of people, and because they can't prove or show anything right now. They're just holding off like everybody, like the rest of the world. And I just don't think that it's like, what's the purpose? What are we rushing back for? And it's not like that. In my opinion, it's not like you can't afford to pay these people their money.
Well, yeah.
So I believe you can. It's a problem if you can't manage. If you can't manage the money that you're paying these players for a year.
Trail Talk TV said the NFL talking about having fans sign a waiver to go out there and watch the games.
Okay, see. No, I thought this was gonna be a fanless. They just playing and we watching it on TV. Not now. You trying to get fans involved too?
Because some people just don't care. They walking around in the grocery stores. They don't care anyway, so they're gonna be out there. Let them spend their money. Go ahead. Let them. Go ahead. Let them spend their money.
Mr. Conweezy, don't cheat my Lakers out there, Chip. You know what? You and my husband.
They don't need no championship right now. Like, that should not be the focus. The focus should be your health, because they have to go back home to their
families.
Okay, yes. They have kids, they have wives, they have mother-in-laws that stay with them, they have father-in-laws, they have big families that stay with them inside of their homes. So you don't know the effects. Again, we talked about this earlier. You don't know the effects of somebody's body versus somebody else's body. Just because that athlete or whoever can get through, it doesn't mean the other person in the family can get through. And then they can throw off their whole game and their whole season because now they are going through a whole loss of a family member. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just everything just goes together and lines up. And I
priorities.
If you had to vote, I would vote no.
Yeah, if we had to vote, I would vote no too. I think it's ridiculous, and it's ridiculous, and there's no reason why we should even be worried about that.
Yeah. So I know you had a topic you want to talk about the lawyers, the two lawyers, both of them with a gun.
Okay, yeah. Let me not mess up their name. All right, so we know that if you guys have been on Instagram at all, you've probably heard in St. Louis recently, there was a protest going on in an extremely wealthy neighborhood where protesters were headed to the mayor's home to protest. I guess he made a statement that was very anti-movement. Okay, it was very anti the movement, and they were going to protest him. Now they were simply just walking past this couple's home, and let's see, their names are Patricia and Mark McCloskey, however you say it. They decided that they were going to come outside with an assault rifle and a regular gun. No, I'm serious. An assault rifle and a regular gun, and start pointing and threatening the protesters who were not harming them, who were not damaging any property, who are not even on their property, were simply walking past their property to head to the mayor's home to protest. And they decided that they were going to threaten everybody walking by, pointing guns at them, pointing the assault rifle like you were like this is a military state or something. And again, in Missouri, that is illegal.
It's illegal or legal?
It's illegal. You cannot, as a civilian, threaten with a weapon people for any reason. You cannot just threaten them. They're doing nothing. You're not in harm's way. They're not on your property. Nothing. You're just outside threatening them because you feel threatened. Because how dare these black people come over here and come into this wealthy neighborhood to protest anything? So that means I should bring out an assault rifle and start threatening them and threatening their lives. And that the very thing that we're protesting against, violence against us, that's what you think is supposed to help this situation. Now, let's just say, for example, we had someone out there, and let's just say they weren't black, that decided they wanted to amp that on. What could have happened?
Yeah. Somebody would have died.
You amplify the situation to a point that now people feel scared, and now people are. It's crazy, and the fact that they're not arrested yet is beyond me.
Yeah,
I don't understand why
they're supposed to be facing illegal, something. Period. I don't know what it is, but they're going to be facing something. Not facing charges, but they're supposed to do something. I read it real quickly, but. That's just crazy. It shows a lot. It shows a lot. It shows once again you are so threatened by us, you just want to kill us. As soon as you see our skin, as soon as you see our people, I'm just trying to figure out. We came over here. Some of us is already here, but majority of us came over here. Mm-hmm. You had us in slavery. We was in shackles. You basically had the upper hand for a very long time. You had the guns, you had everything, and we was just slaves, right? Mm-hmm. Some of us fought back, some of us lost, some of us got killed. Some of us looked the wrong way, you killed us. When did the thing flip? Like, when did it flip for you guys to when was it that you got so afraid of us? Because if you was that afraid of us, how did you even complete slavery? Were you afraid of us then? No, you wasn't even afraid of us then. So
they were afraid of us, but there were things set in place that helped them even more keep us in the positions that we were in.
I just don't understand how you got supposedly so much power, but you so scary. Like I just don't understand. Like true kingdomness. Well, it's only one kingdom, but you know what I mean. True kings and all of that. They're not scared of nothing. Like why y'all so scared? You're supposed to have back then the power, and it bleeds over into now. It's like you see us walking by, and it's just like they're gonna kill us and they're gonna rape. Like what like where did it come from? Like how in the world it flipped like that? Because if anything, even though it wasn't gonna happen anyway, if anything, it should be the opposite way.
Yeah.
After all you did to our people, it should have been the opposite way. But we all know who is in charge. So we're not even worried about you, but you so worried about us.
Because they know our real power. They know our real power, and that's why they've done things systematically to us to have us where we don't even. I don't think that we ever forgot that we actually have true power. I just think that they've made us feel so or tried to make us feel so powerless for so long that now that we're starting to show that we understand the power we have, and now we know the power we have, and we're actually standing up and being defiant against the against what they normally do to us. They're like, oh, okay, hold on, now we got to take a new route. Slavery was simply we had no rights. We couldn't do nothing. We have more rights than we have when we had been. So now we have more of a say.
And I always go back to how we are the original, and how we got too much love in our heart because we come directly spit out of the mouth from God. And I think because we have so much of a forgiveness spirit, and I mean we all deal with forgiveness, but I mean like we have such a different type of spirit to where I understand how they could have gave in, because I feel like we was just so full of love. You know what I mean? And I just think they just get, I don't know. I could talk about this a different time because I got to make sure my words come out right. But I just feel like Black people are so full of love, man, because we come straight from the Creator. Like we were straight from the dirt, from the hands of God. And that has stayed within us and within our genes. And that's the reason why we're so resilient, and we're easy to say, you know what, God bless you. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it moving. We don't want retaliation. We just want to be equal. Like, if we really supposed to be like these thugs and these whatever, we would be out here just killing white people all day. But we're not. You know what I mean? Like that says something big for Black people in America.
They try to demonize us.
Yeah, like it says something big about us because once again, like I said, we come straight directly from God. We were the creation. We are the creation. And everybody else came out of that due to where they were placed at in the world, due to abnormalities. Yeah. And all of that. That's how the other races were created in my book. But for us to come directly from God, we just have so much love. And I see how they got over here. Some of them are defiant now. Some of them died right on their ship and said, "You got me messed up." You know what I mean? But as a people, as a whole, man, we are just some loving, forgiving people. We just want to be. It's so crazy because collectively, not all of us, collectively, we all just want. We don't want retaliation. We just want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know it may sound crazy to some of our ancestors. They may say, "No, y'all need to go out there and, like the real, who want to get the payback." But we can't do it because we just want to. And maybe it's about us trying to prove that we're just not like what you're thinking. Maybe it's deep like that. I don't know.
Okay, well, we have K on let's see, on IG.
We got
K is
2 minutes.
Kenya.
We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Go ahead.
Because we're learning our past, and they know we know. And if you find out our grandma got raped yesterday, then what are you gonna do? we are definitely learning our past, and I think for a long time we really didn't know our past like we thought we did, and now that things have starting to happen, and it's forcing us to dig deeper and really look and start again. If we don't want these things to continue, we have to change them, and that's why I said this is the time that we've been given to redirect some things in our lives and to start making things that actually matter a priority.
Girl, they say people are mutations, girl. Okay. Shout out to Brandon 21. We see you, man. Shout out to Kiss for Kenya. They see us killing ourselves over dumb stuff, so they don't know what we'll do knowing what they did to us. Again, I don't know why we're like that as a collective. If we was really about their life, we would just go out there and be who we are and just slaughter everybody. Because like somebody said, like we said before, there were more slaves than whites before. And I think they understood that and was like, oh no, if they really was to get the idea that they can take us over, they could have. And we would have just had African over here with the Indians. Like that's what it would have been. They would have just got killed off. Like go back to England. Yeah. But no, we did, it didn't happen. But anyway, IG is about to hang up. YouTube, we still got you here. Good night, y'all on IG. But yeah, girl. It's such a good conversation. I think how far we came.
Yeah. I just want us to continue on this path of one, supporting each other, loving on each other, bigging up each other, encouraging each other, and let's not move backwards. You feel what I'm saying? Like let's move forward. Let's make sure that we start putting generational wealth in our own communities. Let's make sure that we start and obviously it doesn't mean that you won't ever patron anyone else's business. It's not saying that. It's just saying let's stop making our businesses the last resort. You feel what I'm saying? Like we should be our business should be the first resort for us. Because if we don't support us, then who's gonna do it? You feel what I'm saying?
And I just feel like that needs to be a turn as well. Hopefully one day it's like that.
Like I know now, I specifically, it's funny because ever since this has happened, like I've always felt like I've been I try to make sure that I choose to buy from certain businesses before this, but ever since this movement really truly started and began to rise, I've made sure that when I go to buy things, I second guess everything now. Like, could I get this from somewhere else? Can I get this from one of our businesses? I probably can. Let me go find it. Even if it takes me longer or I got to do some research, whatever, that's fine. Let me just see if I can patron one of our own. And I think that's what we're going to have to start doing again. If we want our businesses to continue to grow, if we want our communities to continue to grow, we have to start supporting our own stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So that can continue and that can happen.
Agreed.
So I feel like where it's even where we've seen signs of it is in places like Atlanta. Like, come on, like that's a prime example of when we
the Carolinas too.
And the Carolinas too is exactly. But like I think just because that's more of like a mainstream, like if you think of Atlanta, if you've ever been to Atlanta, you it's like you see it, it's in your face.
Yeah.
And I just want us to continue on this path, man. I want so much for us. I want to see us win from this. I truly, truly do. And it's not going to happen without hard work and continuity. Making sure that we stay on the ball, we don't drop the ball, that we don't get tired of supporting our own, and that we help each other grow. Seriously.
No, and you know what? It's going to take even more from us amongst ourselves, though. I think that's going to have to start with number one, because our mindsets have to change about ourselves. Our mindsets have to change about how we're going to support and how we're going to build together like a Jewish community does. Like there's so much strife amongst our own people. And I know it dates back to way back then, and it has just poured over. And it's not an excuse, but it's a real reality that it has dated back during the whole slave era. And then it just trickles down to more and more and more, because when some people were free in the North and some people weren't free in the South, and it's like, oh, you black with me, but you're free and I'm not, and oh, you the slave. Like, even watching Harriet Tubman movie, just to see her in the mix of black people who can walk around, and she just came from the South where she even looked different, and just because she changed her clothes, she could walk around the streets and they wouldn't even think she was a slave. Like, I think, a lot of that stuff kind of just triggers back to, oh, you're in the house and I'm out here in the field, or, you're in the North and I'm still down here in the South, or, you're afraid to get killed, so you're gonna rat on everybody who's trying to leave, or you're gonna rat on everybody if we was trying to kill the master together. You done told everybody what we was gonna do because you're trying to save yourself or look good in front of the master. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff has poured over into our culture even still today. Certain people get ahead and some people have jealousy. Like, I think jealousy is just so deep. And that's for all races, but I'm talking about mine right now. But jealousy is big. The crab in the barrel thing is real, right?
Most certainly.
But that originates back then.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And it continues. And the only way it can change if those who are in high places don't forget about us. But sometimes they're afraid because they don't want us to come in and take over their position and we now be the black person. If they're the only black person, there's like, I don't want to help too many black people because I could get kicked out and I'm not in there. Basically, meaning that there's a limited supply to be in a certain position. And if you feel like there's a limited supply to be in a certain position, you don't want to reach back and help, because if you reach back and help, you're going to help too many people and you're going to get kicked out. Somebody else is going to come who's black and come in and be better than you. And now you're afraid, like the slave was back then, afraid to not be the number one house in. You know what I mean? Like, that's and I experienced that again myself when I try to do a certain event. And I'm not even gonna get into it, but it was very sad amongst our own people who are in great positions, who said great idea, blah 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 blah, but we, that's something that we would probably do versus allowing you to do it. And that was hurtful, because you didn't even have the idea till I came to you and I explained it to you so well. And you rather for you to do it than for me to do it for the community. But I needed your signatures to do this. I needed your okay. And you basically said, nah, we're going to do it because we need to make sure we look good. You know what I mean? Like, that junk was like, I would never forget. It was how many years ago? Like maybe 4 years ago. So anyway, we got work. I say all that to say we got work to do inside.
Yes, we have a lot of work to do in our own communities.
Our men has work to do.
Yeah.
Our women, we are, we still have work, even though I feel like we are more collective than the guys are when it comes to them. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's off and on. Like, we have the cattiness amongst the women, and then sometimes women, and then sometimes I feel like the guys are more bros, but then they really aren't, because some of them will shoot each other up. You know what I mean? They are quick to kill somebody of our race who disrespects somebody's mom. But then if a white man come and kill one of our little boys, you ain't doing nothing about it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of rooted stuff.
Because we don't understand that a lot of the things that we do, and a lot of the ways that we react to things have been embedded into us from them. We're taught that, like the Barbie doll test that I know they've shown over and over before, where the little black girl will pick the light skinned doll because that's just prettier. Do you think that that's something that we normally would just think, or is that something that's been embedded in us? Is that something that we've been taught? You know what I'm
And
saying?
that is a conversation we need to have next time. Light skin versus dark skin. I saw this post and another light skinned person commented with me and said she experienced the things that I've experienced. And we was actually commenting on a dark skinned girl's post, and she was like, oh, how all light skinned girls, whatever. And it's like, man, we get about as much backlash as a dark skinned person, like as if some things were like our fault. And it's like, none of us, dark, light, medium, cocoa, like none of us can control the way we come out. We come out because we're birthed to somebody else. We don't choose our colors. So this girl basically said that, you know, her whole life she got experienced negativity from light-skinned girls picking on her. And then I basically came on there and was like, you know, that's from her perspective. She has an opinion to state because we don't know what she experienced. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, it's like some of us who are light-skinned, we don't even do all of that. We get blamed as if we did something and we even do nothing. You know what I mean? Like that right there is a conversation we need to have.
Okay.
And we can start next week about our own experiences, because this is a real thing. Like colorism is big. And that post I will never forget. And to have another girl who came under my comment, it was on the shade room. So I commented on it, and another girl came on. She was like, yeah, and I used to get beat up all the time because I was light skinned and all the girls didn't like me. And I'm like, I know. And it's like, we both get it. You're dark or you're light. We both get it. And it's like, where's that coming from? Like,
it was taught.
You know what I mean? As if it's our fault. Like, as if we say, okay, that's gonna be my mama and that's gonna be my daddy. So y'all make a baby and I'm gonna come out light skin. Or that's my mama and that's my daddy. Y'all make a baby, I'm gonna come out dark skin. We don't choose our colors. We're born into it. So that's a conversation.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a good one.
I'm down.
And we just talk about all angles. Because that is real. Down. It is real. And it's sad because you want to have sisters. And just because, and I can only speak for myself, just because I'm light skinned, you feel some type of way about me because the way I've been born, like as if you're not, I guess, as I don't even know. I don't know. I can't view it from a different point. I can only view it from my eyes. You know what I mean? But it is true. The hate is real. And it's like, I didn't choose this. I didn't. God barely chose it because I don't even know how he put them two together. Okay? So I didn't choose this. And I get treated just because of the color of my skin.
We will
the color of my skin.
Colorism in our own community. Not
the
just
color of my skin. As if I'm not enough.
We'll definitely.
We're gonna talk about that
next time. Yeah,
so we'll talk. We want everybody to chime in next week. Chime in today. This probably going up the day of. You guys chime in. Let us know how you feel about colorism. We want to hear from you. This is going to be episode number 71 for next week. Please make sure you join in. We want to hear your feedback, your experiences of growing up light skin, dark skin, medium, dirty red. What's up, black? What's up, chocolate? Like, we want to hear
because
caramel. We all have experienced it from our own people, and we need to nip this in the bud. Like, I am sick and tired of being judged or looking down at me or nose up or stank face at me because I'm light skinned. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. But you don't do it to a white. You don't do that to Cameron though. But you're gonna do it to your own kind. So anyway, on that note. We're going to end.
On that note, and we are going to close out.
We're going to close tonight because, girl, yes. That got me. Whew.
I see. So we definitely going to talk about it next week. We definitely going to talk about it next week because it's a very real thing that that our community lives with, period. So it's not just the issues and the hate that we receive from the outside, also from within. And we have to also learn that we have to address that as well.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that next week.
This is gonna be good.
Again, we want to thank you all for joining. Make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure that you comment. Let us know what you're thinking about the topics. Let us know what it is that you all feel about anything that we've discussed. Is there something that you would like us to talk about? Anything. All social media platforms, Instagram, our podcast, YouTube, Facebook. Make sure you hit them all so you don't miss a thing anytime that we post anything. We appreciate y'all. Oh Lord, I'm talking all over myself. We appreciate y'all joining tonight. We do apologize so much for the issues with the Wi-Fi, but again, I didn't create Wi-Fi, so I don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But we hope that you enjoyed regardless. Okay, we hope that we gave y'all a reason to stay around and listen.
As always.
And we will see y'all next week. And I'm gonna let Angie do her thing and do what she do. Close it out, boo.
Anywho, good night, people. Good morning to the new people who are listening right now. And good afternoon to those who are on lunch break on the dial. We appreciate y'all. So we'll talk to y'all next week. Until then,
love y'all.
Adios, amigos.
Bye, y'all.
Uh-oh. We can't say bye.